Hey, welcome back, guys. Power Book IV's sixth episode saw a major shift in our ongoing narrative. Sides have been switched, and newly formed alliances quickly dissolved due to the events of 105. Additionally, some new dangers await our characters previously unknown. I'm here to break it all down in typical Top 10 WTF fashion. Before we begin, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notification to immediately receive these videos. Also, big thank you to all of my channel donors. If you'd like to be the next one, drop $1 on that Cash App for us. And lastly, a spoiler alert is now in effect for all things Power. Here we go. WTF moment number 10, say goodbye. The episode begins with Tommy assisting a visibly shaken Claudia with Mai's death. He schools his business partner on the rules of murder and evading the permanent act's responsibility by proper disposal. Then, he offers her a chance to absolve her weary soul by saying farewell to the departed. WTF moment number 9, the cost of war. We're then shown a series of funerals, one for Elijah via the CBI, and the other for Simon via the Irish. The ripple effect of both untimely deaths fall back on Tommy and his underworld takeover plans. The short-lived trio agree to part ways, two of which opting out of the potential Serbian war. Tommy begrudgingly capitulates to their demands, agreeing to sell his weight to his former crew as a sign of good faith on all sides. WTF moment number 8, federal fiasco. The feds make their move against Walter, invading one of his medical drug fronts in an attempt to catch him slipping. Walter contacts Claudia to retrieve the necessary documentation as she is the runner of this particular establishment. Under much duress, Claudia finally arrives at her father's aid. Much to his chagrin, he further chides her on not being fit for leadership due to the impromptu lapse in coverage. WTF moment number 7, down goes Walter. A bloodied, unconscious Walter is discovered face down by Paulie. The Flint patriarch downplays his unfortunate condition, but to no avail. His right-hand man urges him to inform his children so that they can avoid the emotional hardships felt by their mother's passing. But the stubborn Chicago kingpin rebukes his brother-in-arms against such a notion. WTF moment number 6, lock and key. Tommy introduces Claude to his drug storage and exchange system, a scheme in which product is imported and picked up using a variety of public transit lockers with minimal surveillance by the law. He implements Liliana to scope out the place and makes a dipped and buttered appearance of his own via a clean suit that Ghost will be smiling down on. His part in the caper dealt with leaving testers for potential distributors, the main two being those that he and Diamond were forced to make drops for earlier this season. Upon testing the addictive product, Tommy and Claude secure the foundations of their glorious partnership. WTF moment number 5, Spy Kid. Jannard enlists D-Mac to spy on Tommy in hopes of keeping tabs on what is essentially his newfound competition post-split. D-Mac does just that, but the trail leads him right to his father's home. Shaken by the potential meaning of that path, Mac decides to default on Jannard's offer furiously and without explanation. WTF moment number 4, retaliation. Vic conveys his plans to distance himself from Walter and bring Gloria to his family's dinner. Following these statements, the two are abruptly fired upon by unknown gunmen. Vic hits the deck, but Gloria fiercely returns fire to the deadly assailants. WTF moment number 3, rendezvous with the stranger. Diamond attends his favorite diner, but is pleasantly surprised by the presence of a beautiful stranger named Adrian. After some playful banter, the two hit it off, literally, and celebrate their newfound acquaintance with some heavy cheek clappage. Following the session, Adrian is shown researching our CBI honcho, an article depicting Diamond prior to incarceration with an hilarious flat top, by the way, offering us more insight into what this mysterious woman's true intentions are. WTF moment number 2, almost blind. Claude is finally confronted by the relentless Reggie, who'd been ghosted by Walter's daughter for the entire episode. He violently conveys his disappointment with her silent treatment against him, an erratic way to react considering how friendly the two were before. However, Claude meets him at his level, slicing his eye to the point of blindness, then catching her second body in as many episodes, this time by way of the gun. And WTF moment number 1, the messenger. In his flyest moment of the season thus far, a silently enraged Walter pulls up on a Serbian speakeasy. He addresses the foreign trio as a bunch of pussies and discards them like that as well, dropping a single bullet in each member for their offenses against his blood. Then, he instructs the remaining Serb to convey a message to Mirkovic, one promising death and destruction if his family is attacked again. The Irish mobster then disposes of his would-be messenger, opting for the waitress to deliver it instead before walking out to a King Von soundtrack. Pure G shit at its finest. Some lingering thoughts before we end today's video. The title of this episode is This Is Who We Are, and it served as a mantra that Tommy swore by. He was able to minister that message successfully to Claudia, who was apprehensive towards the morbid aspects of the game in the beginning, but accepting of it by the end. However, Tommy's former running mates transgressed this mantra by allowing death to deter business, something that Tommy understood, but ultimately couldn't respect. Claudia's acknowledgement of the game and teachability makes her the perfect student to Tommy's criminal masterclass, and potential romantic interest as well, given their proximity and occupation. Tommy's crew abandoning him wasn't his first rodeo and a crew defecting from his leadership. Remember, back in Book 1, Tommy lost his collective to the manipulations of Dre. The meddling of the latter caused his people to walk away from him, so its reoccurrence here, though under different circumstances, didn't leave Tommy for dead like before. To the contrary, he got even more resourceful and found another way through Claudia. The Ghost Man will be pleased with his brother's growth in this regard. Many of you, like myself, are wondering just who this Adrian woman really is, and what are her plans for Diamond. From everything I've seen, she's a crime reporter by trade that's clandestinely writing a story about the resurrected drug boss. But is there more to her story? Y'all let me know how y'all see it in the comments below. Tommy's locker exchange system was a hallmark of he and Ghost's former partnership. They implemented this system to great effect in Book 1, and we've seen it even trickle down to Tariq in Book 2, an avenue that's aided course correct to much success. Tommy has taken on much of his partner's wisdom during his first solo exploit, and apparently his wardrobe too. And lastly, Paulie's hassling by the feds was complete and utter bullshit. But did you know that you could just drive off on them niggas like that? I surely wasn't aware. And that'll do it for this one. What were your thoughts on This Is Who We Are? Be sure to drop me your opinions in the comments below. As always, I thank you for watching today's video. If you liked today's video, go ahead and drop $1 on that Cash App for us, hit the like button, share it with your friends who are Power fans, and subscribe for more content such as this. This is Rudy P. Magic of Rudy P. Magic Beats, and have a blessed one until the next one. Peace, y'all.